So now we come to linguistically, what is magic? In general, sihr refers to something which is concealed from the sight. Something which is concealed and it doesn't have an obvious reason for it. You can't see the reason behind it. It's concealed from the sight and it doesn't have an obvious reason behind it. That which is caused by hidden forces. Something caused by hidden forces. In modern terms of sihr, there are many definitions of magic. And like all definitions, each definition comes from a different angle. So in one time they will say that sihr is ruqa and uqad and tama'im. It is a ruqya, words that are said, like incantations that are said, letters, words, batad zahaj wa, they're words that people say. Or uqad, knots that are tied and blown on. Or tama'im, amulets that are made and letters that are written. And what do? They affect the body and they affect the heart and they cause the body to become ill and they can kill and they harm with the permission of Allah Azza wa Jal. But in reality, this definition in general is a definition of some of the types of magic, and it's not a definition of every kind of magic. It's them trying to come close to something that comprises the majority of the kinds of magic. So the majority of magic is ruqa, as in ruqya meaning linguistically, not the ruqya of the Quran, but incantations like reading names and letters. Wa. This is what some of the magicians do. And blowing on uqad. Wa. And blowing on the knots. And tama'im, amulets that they make and they write the names of the shayateen on them. So that is one description. In reality, if we want something that's kind of encompassing and easy to understand, we can say that magic is simply a contract or an agreement which exists between the magician and one or more of the jinn. And as the brother, Allah yahfadhu, reminded us and informed us about in the previous lecture, we know that the magician offers to perform certain actions and the jinn in return performs certain actions. The magician is terrified of the jinn, and this is the ajab, this is the strangest thing. The jinn are terrified of the magician. You go to the jinn who the magician seeks help from and they say, oh, I'm so scared, he will hurt me, he will harm me, he's powerful. You go to the magician, he says, I'm so scared of the jinn. Look how Allah Azza wa Jal caused them to attack each other. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused them to fear each other instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The jinn, they fear the magician, and the magician, he fears the jinn. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. So a contract between the magician and between one or more of the jinn. I'll do something for you, you'll do something for me. And I want you guys to make a note. As a principle, no magic happens without making an offering, let's say, without making an offering to the jinn. There is no magic that happens, it doesn't exist, except that it includes an offering to the jinn. I will make an offering, a sacrifice, a letter, a word, an action, a sajda, whatever it may be. It is any kind of offering that is made to the jinn, and that offering, in return for it, the jinn agree to do certain actions. And as the brother Hafidhahullah, he said that the jinn, they send their foot soldiers out and they send their workers out to take part or to enforce that contract.